Hello students, welcome to La Excellence. We are actually starting Geography Optional Test Series for 2019 aspirants. Now, first of all, I would like to congratulate to all those who have cleared prelims or who have hopes that they'll clear prelims and who have never checked their answer keys. All the best for you. Definitely you'll be in the list. Start working immediately. And those who were close and lost mainly because of negatives in this particular exam, let me tell you, you have already prepared for prelims. Again, don't start your preparation from scratch. Please focus on mains and complete your mains portions as well. In our experience of seeing many successful students, the one who is successful is the one who will complete his optional ethics and essay before even preparing for prelims. That means from next Jan, if you're preparing for next prelims, ensure that now you're going to complete your optional ethics and essay. And for those who are writing in 2019 mains, just ensure you have proper strategy to complete the syllabus on time. So, La Excellence has ensured that syllabus will be completed on time so that you can write tests, and at the same time the scheduling, especially with respect to geography optional, I have done it in such a way that the interlinking areas of paper 1 and paper 2 are clubbed together in the paper. And if we take geomorphology and Indian physiography and all, which normally takes more time to complete the syllabus, I have given more time period for that particular topic. If we take oceanography and some other areas where the amount of time required for the students to cover the topic is less, I have scheduled it for less number of days. It's not like every Sunday you'll sit and write. Every topic has to be given equal weightage. So, scientifically analyzing the time required for the students to complete a topic and how much time he should be spending on the basis of the weightage of that particular topic in the exam, we have given this particular test series. Now, let me tell you, guys, if you have not read geography optional completely, you don't know the subject completely, then test series is not for you. Please read geography first, then write the test series. But those people who have completed once, now they want to revise, but they don't know how to approach for exam. For example, most of the students who have taken coaching from me itself, you would have already understood what the optional syllabus is and what it means, from where to read, what to read. This much you know. But you don't know how to read it to write in the exam. If you have heard the lectures, that means you have done half of your work. But from now, you will be focusing mostly on how exactly you need to pick the points to write the answer. Remember, geography was a subject which used to be highly scoring, mainly because lot of questions were asked for 60 marks directly. Nowadays, students are having problem mainly because the 60 mark questions now are reduced to 20 marks. People and students have lot of knowledge. Unfortunately, they are not in a position to write in the 20 words which is relevant. And paper 2, where many people feel it is dynamic, today the scores are moving almost 170 to 180 easily. The reason is whatever you read in current affairs, you are getting it here as well. In my analysis of geography optional paper, there is hardly 10 to 20 marks which is coming little bit away from the traditional books and concepts which you people read. But 480 marks is extremely easy. And remember, If you have to answer only 5 questions, in compulsory you are getting this 10 mark, which is bit difficult. And in paper 2 you have the places where some 4 5 places students are not aware. If you leave even these two, you will be in a position to score very high marks in this exam, only if you can follow the traditional things properly. If you see, we have identified some 150 questions, paper 1 alone, which is repetitive. And if you look at those, right, you have approximately 350 marks out of 500 every year, where it is repetitive from the previous year questions. And these 350 markers are in such a way that people can easily score, like 270 to 300. The reason for this is highly static part. But unfortunately, students are unable to revise and complete this 350 marks. Their focus is mostly on the 30 or 20 marks which is asked in depth. Like, let's say one question was asked last year from a different book. People are reading that question, like that book completely, rather than reading the 350 marks at this particular time. And remember, you have 1 week gap between your prelims, that is between your GS papers and optional paper. And it is in that week you have to focus on these 350 marks more. So guys, our focus of the test series will be mostly on making you familiar with this 350 marks and ensuring that you score 270 to 300 from this, and remaining 150 marks you should be able to write well on the basis of the questions that have come. There is high possibility students can score till 330 to 340 in this paper. And when you look at all the toppers, they all tell only one thing: I read standard books. Correct? When you look at that, you also feel, I'm also reading standard books, where am I losing the confidence? And that is because you're unable to understand the previous year questions and the exam pattern. So this optional test series is aimed at helping you to understand this better. So if you look at this test, I have just completed the syllabus in 6 sectional tests. I'll be showing you the syllabus, and then I will have entire physical geography 1 paper, both paper 1 and paper 2 clubbed. Entire human and economic geography will be 1 paper, so that you can read it together and easily understand. And then 1 full length test for paper 1 and 1 full length test for paper 2. There will be 10 tests, and once I give the feedback, then you will be having the next test. The meaning of that is dates are already fixed. I'll ensure that I'll give you feedback before you write the next test. I'll be personally evaluating and I will be giving you the feedbacks, because I don't trust giving it to the students who have cleared this exam, because their understanding of the exam will be different, and maybe in that particular year their focus or their way of preparation actually helped. Now, if you look at the books which people keep on asking, you have Physical Geography by Savendra Singh. Notes from EPG Pathshala website. If you type their geography, you get a lot of material. Please read that, because this is Delhi University faculties and those materials are extremely good, and it has UPSC language as well. Majid Hussain and geographical taught by Sudipta Adhikari. I would prefer to go with Sudipta Adhikari, but if you have Majid Hussain, then read the topics carefully once. And then Indian geography, Cooler is More Than Enough, Yojana Kurukshetra, and Geography U magazine if possible. So what we will be doing in every test, any relevant topics from geography and you will be given as question, and this particular article I will send it to you so that you can read it as well. Fine. Only relevant articles will read, no need to read entire books. Fine. Apart from this, I have class handouts because mostly any faculty who has given the handouts, you'll be familiar with that. But I won't be giving only from these. Students who have my class handouts can read. Those who do not have can mail me, can send me your email IDs to my number, and I will actually give access to the class handouts. So you can go through the class handouts as well. Now, guys, you have 10 tests starting from 13th June, and the next test will be on 21st June, where first will be geomorphology plus Indian physical geography, and contemporary issues like earthquakes and all which are associated with geomorphology will also be completed here. I'll be showing you the syllabus. And the next test will be on 21st, right? Third test will be on 2nd. As I told you, on the basis of the topics that you are reading, I am going to give so many days for you. Perspectives in human geography and all, I have given 11th, right? Biogeography, environment and related contemporary, I have made this as a separate paper, mainly because students nowadays are feeling that questions from this area they are unable to answer. So I want you to ensure you read this properly and give exam. And then you have settlements from both Indian geography and world geography together on 26th, right? And as I told you, 9th you will have physical geography syllabus from both paper 1, human and economic geography paper 1 and paper 2, both on one day, right? So on the same day you will have the full length test as well. Fine guys, so this is our schedule, and the test timing will be 1:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. I will be giving you the paper at 1:30, right? You can write and send it to me within a day, right? And then in the first test, guys, complete geomorphology is given, and in the physical setting, structure and relief, drainage system and watersheds, physiographic regions and space relations, especially from geomorphology point of view itself, landslides, earthquakes and tsunamis which are associated with geomorphology, and even maps. Let me say some 5 maps I'll give you, map pointings I'll give you. So that is also somewhere related to the geomorphology itself I would be giving. Clear? And each paper will be for 250 marks, so that at least 175 marks I will try to give those areas which are highly repetitive in the exam. Second is complete climatology, complete oceanography, and then we will be talking about Indian monsoons, rainfall patterns and associated features, floods and droughts and epidemics in the contemporary areas, right? And then third will be economic geography, where you will be reading about agriculture, all these aspects. In India also you will be reading agriculture, but I want you to read the related models and theories. I have not made it a separate topic for you to cover, because when you read von Thunen model, agriculture will be helpful. Weber's industrial location model, industries will be beneficial. Roster's models of stages of growth will also help you in understanding economic geography better, right? So these are clubbed together. And then, right, even industry, transport, communication and trade, related contemporary issues are associated with this. It looks lengthy, but number of questions are less. Theories, if you can read, analyze and write better, you can score very well. And in agriculture and other areas, I will be focusing from the static part first. Later, I will add the contemporary issues, current affairs topics will be less initially. But in the full length papers, I will increase the current affairs questions which are required. Then you have perspectives in human geography. I know this area is bit difficult for many students. So along with this, I have clubbed population geography and cultural setting, which is easy for students to complete. Population explosion, food security in the related contemporary issues will also be covered. See guys, models and theories, contemporary issues I will be covering along with the tests itself, because wherever they are related, we will be reading them. Next, biogeography, environmental geography and related contemporary issues. High scope for current affairs in this particular test. Just try to ensure that you're going through each and every word so that I can ask you questions from anywhere possible. And handouts are available for those who want it. You can collect them and start reading it properly. Then you have settlement geography, regional planning, political aspects and related models. Both with respect to India and the world would be covered in this particular topic. You see, the first I have covered all the world. Then you can also see the Indian related aspects. Guys, if I have clubbed these many topics under one, that means it is easily completed. If you give 4 to 5 hours per day, for 1 week you will be able to cover this. If you have already read once, I'm telling you again and again, if you have already read once, then only these test series will be beneficial. Sir, I have not at all read, I don't have proper understanding of several topics. So what should I do? Then please take the video classes. Like, you can contact us for the video classes, not test series, because without preparing, if you come to this timetable, you will be left behind. First complete the syllabus before writing these, correct? And then, as I told you, test 7 is all about the physical geography in paper 1 and paper 2 as well. Test 8 is human and economic geography in both paper 1 and paper 2, right? And then at last, you will have full length test paper. 2 test papers will be there, which is of full length on one single day. So if you can ensure that you're sitting for 5 hours, you're completing this topic, by September, you will be starting your revision once again. I have given enough time for your revision. And guys, if you have already read, what you should do, syllabus you should take. Okay, I am revising this, so now when I take plate tectonics, I should know what are the points that I have to write in my answer. So the question is about plate tectonics, so I should know I have to write what is a plate. So I need to say the definition, thickness of the plate, then I should say continental plate, oceanic plate, major plate, minor plate. Then I should also talk about the tectonics, that is the convection current that occurs. I should talk about it. I should talk about convergence. I should talk about divergence, and I should also talk about the transform boundary. So when we talk about all these things one after the other, correct, it is extremely easy for us to write in your exam. 1 week before mains also, if you can focus on these areas, right? You have your own class notes, you know these are the keywords that has to be there in your answer. Your thinking process will be fast and you can write it better and represent it better. So guys, apart from the contact numbers that were given, right? Online students from Bangalore, you can contact to this number. Anywhere in India, you can contact our Bangalore Center for all the online courses, and you can contact Hyderabad Center for all the queries with respect to this. This would be my contact number. I'll be calling you from this number. You can also text me if you have any queries with respect to the tests and all. Fine. Thank you guys. Thanks for your time.